Working on personal growth is like going on a long, slow journey where you're always learning and evolving. It's about expanding your mind, picking up new skills, studying hard, and staying open to change. Just like school, this kind of growth doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and a lot of effort. But every step you take brings you closer to becoming a better version of yourself. So, just like with school, you've got to put in the work and stay committed to seeing the results in the long run. That's why we've set aside time for this seminar. Some lessons just can't be squeezed into a quick 20-minute speech or a short 5-minute talk. They need time and attention to really understand them deeply. For us humans, our journey through life takes a lot longer compared to many other creatures. Take the wildebeest in Africa, for example. Think about how quickly that little wildebeest has to be ready to run with the herd right after it's born. It only has a few minutes. As soon as it's born, the little one struggles to stand up, stumbling and falling. The older wildebeest give it some gentle nudges to help it get up on its wobbly legs. Then it tries to nurse, but its mother steps away, keeping a distance. Why does the mother do that? Because the baby needs to build up its strength first. This all happens in a matter of minutes, and the urgency is real because there are lions nearby. The baby wildebeest falls when it tries to stand, then goes to nurse, but its mother pushes it away. Why? Those legs need to get stronger, and there's no time to waste. Mama wildebeest doesn't have hours or days to be patient, just minutes. It's intense. Now, when we look at human babies, it's a completely different story. After 16 years, we're still unsure about some things. It's crazy to think about. Just like it takes time for a wildebeest to strengthen its legs, it takes time for us to grow personally, spiritually, and physically. Humans need time for their growth too. Another important part of personal growth is taking time to develop your mind, nourishing your thoughts, and feeding your brain with knowledge. Some people hardly ever read or engage in activities that challenge their minds, and you can see the effects in their mental health. It's like they're starving their brains, leading to a kind of rickets of the mind where their mental well-being weakens because they're not giving their minds what they need to stay strong and healthy. These folks can't even explain their own beliefs with confidence. The key to success is taking strong, clear action on a good idea. That's the winning formula. But here's the important part. Don't wait around until you've learned thousands of things, because that could take forever. You could end up smart but broke. And let me tell you, it's one thing to be broke and not know much, but if you're smart and still broke, that's just sad. Don't just chase knowledge for the sake of knowing things. If you do, you might end up looking foolish. The real power comes from taking what you've learned and putting it into action. That's how you can achieve success and maybe even build wealth. Imagine yourself as a sponge, soaking up everything around you. But instead of just holding on to it, squeeze out that knowledge into actions that push you forward in life. That's the key to turning what you learn into something real and valuable. It's not just about the words you hear or read. It's about absorbing the whole experience. Pay attention to the atmosphere, notice the colors, and understand what's happening in different situations. Be aware of everything around you. By doing this, you won't miss out on valuable opportunities. Many people are just trying to survive each day, but I'm encouraging you to aim higher. Don't just get through each day. Get something valuable from it. Learn from your experiences, and you'll see how much they can positively impact your future. It's about turning every day into a chance to grow and learn. This is what I call joining the University of Life. Make a solid commitment to learning and absorbing knowledge every day. Visualize yourself as a sponge, soaking up everything around you. Don't let anything important slip through. Take the time to truly understand what you're learning and use it to better yourself. Keep pushing to become the best version of yourself, and here's the key. It's not just about what you take in, but how you apply it to your life that makes the difference. Aim to produce more than you need, not just for yourself, but for your family and others around you. If this philosophy resonates with you and you're striving for something extraordinary, understand that living an extraordinary life is absolutely within reach. It's all about going above and beyond in what you do and what you give back to the world. By putting in that extra effort and contributing more than expected, you open the door to a life that's not just ordinary, but truly remarkable. Here's the challenge, especially for what we've got planned this weekend. First, our goal is to improve our ability to absorb information, really taking it all in. Now, I might not know every single detail of what's coming up, but I strongly encourage you to attend as many sessions as you can. Stick around for the whole time because we've planned enough breaks to make sure it's manageable for everyone. We know that your mind can only handle as much as your body can, so we've taken that into account to ensure you're comfortable and can focus on learning. The key here is to be deliberate and thoughtful when you're soaking up knowledge. Take it seriously, especially when it comes to ideas that can make a real difference in your life, whether it's improving your health, boosting your income, advancing your career, protecting your wealth, or increasing your overall success. Don't rush through these valuable lessons or treat them casually. Instead, be intentional about absorbing as much as you can so you can truly benefit from their impact on your life. Let the sad things make you feel sad, and let the happy things bring you joy. I'm advising you to fully embrace your emotions. Don't just focus on the words or the visuals. Let yourself feel them deeply. It's important to allow your emotions to really hit you rather than just processing everything on a surface level. Here's something crucial. Our emotions need to be just as educated as our intellect. Both your mind and your emotions should be well informed and developed for a balanced understanding of the world around you. It's important to know how to feel and to respond in the right way. Learning how to react appropriately is just as important. It's valuable to open yourself up to life and let it have an impact on you. Develop the skill to respond actively to everything life throws your way. Let life touch you deeply. Whether it's through stories, dramas, or different encounters, embrace these moments. Let them move you because they contribute to your growth and help you understand the world in a richer, more meaningful way. About a year ago, I traveled to India and gave lectures in 4 major cities. This was my 4th time visiting the country. Once again, I was struck by the powerful contrast between extreme poverty and great wealth. If someone asked me to make a difference in India, I'd have to admit that I wouldn't even know where to start. The situation is so overwhelming that it leaves you wondering how to begin. Let the weight of this reality sink in and take a moment to reflect on life with a bit more depth. It's okay to feel a little somber about it. Then consider offering a prayer. Recognize that there may be limits to what one person can do alone, but together, a group of people might be able to make a positive change. Maybe over time, solutions will appear. Saying a prayer can be a way to express hope for a better future. Let life touch you, but don't let it break you. It's okay to feel sad when sad things happen, and to feel joy when good things come your way. Don't dismiss those painful or bitter moments as if they don't matter. Life will hit you with challenges from time to time, and your heart might feel like it's taken a heavy blow. I'm not saying you should let those feelings overwhelm you, but it's important to recognize them and allow yourself to feel them. That's just a natural part of life's journey. Embracing both the joyful moments and the tough ones adds depth and richness to the drama of life. It's those ups and downs that make life full and meaningful, giving you the strength and wisdom to keep moving forward. As the old prophet said, there's a time to laugh and there's a time to cry. The wisdom in this advice goes further, urging us to be wise enough to laugh with those who are happy and to cry with those who are sad. It's about allowing yourself to be moved by the drama of life, whether it's sparked by good ideas, opportunities, or even just a simple, unique sentence someone shares with you. Let yourself be touched by these experiences. They might help you see the world in a new way, noticing things you've never seen before. There's something special about solitude. Reflecting on life doesn't always have to be done alone. It can be a shared experience with someone else. For instance, a husband and wife might take time to look back on the past year together, or parents might sit down with their children to talk about how things went, what worked, what didn't, and how they can do better next time. Even colleagues at work can get together and reflect on their experiences, learning from what they've done. It's a valuable practice to share your thoughts and insights with those close to you or the people you work with. But here's a really important point. It's also essential to develop the ability to reflect with yourself. There's a lot to be said for solitude, for those moments when you intentionally shut out the world and everything else, even if it's just for a little while. Personally, I have a motorhome, and I like to load up my motorcycle in the back and head out to the mountains. I explore the Jeep trails, which are often quiet and with few people around, or sometimes I venture out into the peaceful desert. This is my special time to get away, to reflect on my life, and to take a break from the everyday life. When you live a life that's often in the public eye, you come to really appreciate those moments of solitude. It's a valuable chance to think about your life, revisit your skills, and reconsider your experiences all by yourself. There are certain things that are best done alone, giving you the space to think deeply and really ponder over them. Taking this time alone allows you to reflect and take a closer look at different aspects of your life. Take the time to think, to wonder about things, to read, study, absorb information, and let it all sink in. Challenge yourself to be a better person this year than you were last year. Aim to improve more in the next 9 months than you did in the first 9 months. Embrace the idea of continuous growth and learning as you keep moving forward on your journey. Finding time to be alone is really important. Nowadays, some people suggest going to a quiet space, like a closet, for moments of meditation and prayer. When they say go to the closet, they're talking about finding a secluded place where you can be by yourself. Think of it like this: you're entering your closet and closing the door behind you, which means you're shutting out everything around you. This kind of intentional seclusion gives you a chance to focus deeply on reflection, meditation, or prayer without any distractions. Life is full of experiences, touching, seeing, doing, acting, and engaging in different activities. But in the middle of all this busy activity, there's a crucial point where reflection becomes essential. It's about closing the door, creating a quiet space for wondering, praying, contemplating, and thinking deeply. This deliberate time alone lets things enter your mind in a way that you can't achieve with all the noise and distractions around you. It's really valuable to pause, shut out the external noise, and let your thoughts and reflections take the spotlight. When you're speeding down the freeway of life, everything can feel overwhelming with so much to do. It's hard to manage it all. That's why taking moments of solitude, time to reflect, is so important. Learning to reflect is a skill you need to develop. Let me explain why it's so crucial. Reflecting on your past experiences makes them more valuable. It turns them into lessons that can guide you toward a better future. It's like finding precious gems in your past that can help you on your journey ahead. One of the most powerful practices is learning how to gather lessons from your past and use them to shape your future. Instead of just getting through each day, try to collect insights from today and use them to make tomorrow better. Do the same with each week. Take what you've learned and apply it to improve the next week. The real power comes when you take all the experiences from this year and invest them to make the next year even more meaningful. It's about actively shaping your future rather than just hanging on for another year, waiting to see what happens. Make learning and studying an essential part of your personal development journey. The goal is to become a better and more valuable person, not just in terms of money, but also as a mother, father, sibling, colleague, or in any role you play. By working on yourself, you increase the value you bring to your family, society, community, church, workplace, or any other commitment you have. When you focus on bettering yourself, you bring more value to every part of your life. Whether it's your relationships, your job, your community, or even your country, you contribute more when you work on self-improvement. By constantly growing and learning, you're able to give more to the people and causes that matter to you. Investing in yourself is not just about personal gain. It's about making a real impact on everything and everyone around you. The better you become, the more you can offer to the world. Learning and studying are key parts of this personal development quest. The aim is to become better than you are now, more valuable than you are today. Working on yourself, often called self-development or personal development, is the most valuable gift you can offer to others. It's not about self-sacrifice. Self-sacrifice often leads to being taken for granted, but self-development earns you respect. Developing yourself gives you the ability to reflect and grow, which is essential for gaining the respect of others. So the key is to cultivate the skill of reflection, as it plays a crucial role in personal growth. This reflection is what helps you gain insight and grow, making you a more respected and valuable person in all areas of your life. Here's the challenge. When you go home, don't just stash these notes away and forget about them. Instead, take them out regularly over the next 30, 60, or 90 days. Look at them again to reinforce the ideas and refine them even more. Reviewing your notes is like mining for hidden treasures. You might find something new or gain a deeper understanding of what you wrote down that you didn't fully grasp at first. Taking notes requires effort, listening, deciding what's important, and then putting it into concise sentences. That's why reviewing them is so important. Going back over your notes multiple times helps solidify the concepts in your mind and allows you to uncover insights that might have slipped by you initially. So don't forget to revisit your notes, review them again and again. I like to call this process running the tapes again. What I mean is revisit the thoughts in your mind and go through the notes you've taken. This practice helps reinforce your learning and deepens your understanding, making your personal development journey even more effective. Take a moment to go back over what you've already thought about or written down. There might be something you missed or an idea you can build on. When you revisit these thoughts, you open the door to discovering new insights that could add more value to your life. This value could even double, triple, or multiply several times over. By taking the time to reflect, you might see opportunities and possibilities that weren't clear to you at first. Reflecting is a great way to make the most out of your experiences and thoughts. One of the best times to do this is at the end of the day. Just take a moment to think about how your day went, who you met, what you said, any mistakes you made, and what you might have left out that you can improve on tomorrow. You can extend this reflection to the end of the month, around 30 days. Think of it like how businesses and companies do their accounting. You can reflect on your health goals, like if you aim to lose weight, how many pounds you set as a goal, and how many pounds you've actually lost. This kind of reflective accounting helps you assess your progress and make adjustments to create a better tomorrow. I'm also thinking about the importance of the seventh day, and here's something to consider. The idea is to work on the sixth day and reserve the seventh day for something special. This could mean rest, relaxation, spiritual activities, attending church, or spending time with family and friends. Consider making a note for the seventh day, describing it as a multi-purpose day that serves various important aspects of life. It's not just about taking a break. It's also about nurturing your spiritual, familial, and social connections. One of the key reasons for the seventh day is to take a moment to look back at the previous 6 days. Reflect on how things went. Where did you face challenges? What did you overlook? And what important thoughts slipped your mind? Who did you miss connecting with during the week? This day of reflection is about reviewing the last 6 days, acknowledging what went well, identifying areas where you can improve, and recognizing both the presence and absence of certain things. This kind of reflection helps you gain valuable insights and plan for a better week ahead. So here's what you got to do next. Now that you've taken some time to really think about everything that went down in the last 6 days, it's time to use what you've learned to plan out the next 6 days ahead. Think of the seventh day as a special day that serves more than one purpose. This day isn't just about looking back on what happened, but also about designing your plans, refining them, and weaving in all the experiences and lessons from the past 6 days into the upcoming adventures and activities for the next 6 days. If you make a habit of doing this regularly, you're going to be blown away by how much more valuable and productive your weeks become. It's like creating this smooth and continuous flow where every week builds on the successes and lessons from the week before, making each one even better. Getting involved in personal development is like making an investment in yourself. It means you're dedicating time and energy to improve your mind and learn new things. This could be anything from reading books, taking up new hobbies, or even just staying curious about the world around you. Personal development is also about being open to change, recognizing that there's always room to grow, and not being afraid to step out of your comfort zone. By actively participating in activities that challenge you and boost your mental well-being, you're setting yourself up for continuous growth and a better, more fulfilling life.